Welcome back, students. Last time we made a comparison between the components inside the plant cell and the animal cell. And we found that both of them have nucleus, cytoplasm, plasma membrane, and vacuoles, while the plant cell has other components that are not found in the animal cell, which are the cell wall and the chloroplasts. Now, we're gonna discover the function of some components inside the cell. First, I'd like to remind you that the word function means the role or the importance of each component inside the cell. Let's start from outside, where the cell wall is found. The main function of the cell wall is to provide support and protection for the cell, and also it gives the cell's shape. Let's go to the second part, which is the plasma membrane. Do you remember what we said about how cells feed, breathe, and excrete? Do you remember the role of blood to transfer the digested food, water, and oxygen to the cells, which are needed for getting energy? Then it carries wastes and carbon dioxide from the cell, the substances that are not useful at all. So we notice substances that come in and out the cell continuously. It's necessary to control the entry and leaving these substances whenever the cell needs. And this happens by the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So, the function of the plasma membrane is to control the substances that enter or leave the cell, which means giving them a permission. Let's go to an important component inside plants' bodies only, which is considered as the food factories inside the plants' bodies in which the food is cooked. We know that plants cannot go to the shop, cannot buy food or cook it. They don't have a stove, electricity, or fire, something like that is needed for making food. Therefore, inside the cells of plants' bodies, we find chloroplasts, or the green plastids, which are considered as kitchens in which the food is made in the presence of the sunlight. This process of making food inside chloroplasts in the presence of the sunlight is known as the photosynthesis process. Then the function of chloroplasts is to make the plant's food during the photosynthesis process. The next one is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a watery fluid or a jelly-like substance that is made up mainly of water. The cytoplasm carries the other components of the cell, like nucleus and vacuoles. It's also surrounded directly by the plasma membrane. So, what is the function of the cytoplasm? Some vital processes happens in the cytoplasm, like respiration. Vital or biological means that these processes are so important to keep the cell alive. The last component that we have to know is the cell nucleus, which is considered as the cell brain, where it's the most important part inside the cell, which organizes the biological processes that happen in the cytoplasm. Also, the nucleus is directly responsible for increasing the number of cells in the body to help in growing through a process known as the cell division. The cell division is an important process that happens for the cells of our bodies that helps in compensating the damaged cells and for growing. Now we finished the third lesson of Unit 1. I hope you understand it well. Goodbye.